Hey guys, Aaron Cybertron Zeng here, and today we are back with week 2 of the GBA. I'm going up against my good friend Joey, also known as PokeaimMD, and although we've faced multiple times in both VGC and in the MBL, I'm finally playing against him in singles, and so this is definitely going to be a really tricky challenge. Joey is pretty much one of my favorite singles players around. I watch a lot of his content whenever I get the chance to, and I really just admire how he plays, and so this is pretty exciting for me. Unfortunately, we did lose the first week against Pokemon, also known as John, and I feel like I learned a lot from that week in terms of how I can potentially improve throughout the course of this league, and so hopefully I can take a little bit of what I've learned and apply it to this game. Now, Joey's team, of course this is Draft League, so you do bring only 6 of the Pokemon you drafted. He brought most of the Pokemon I expected, which were the Whimsicott for potential Sunny Day, Miltank, Selgor just for overall utility, 2 sweepers, or I guess 3 sweepers really, Necrozma, the Gyarados, and the Zygarde 50%. So I think Rain is honestly really solid here, but one thing I learned last week was that I didn't really conserve Rain very well overall. And I did look into, potentially what some of these Pokemon can do. I know Joey used a lot of these Pokemon in the last week as well, but I'm still probably going to really take as much time as possible this week and really in the upcoming weeks to maximize my chances, because last week I feel like one of the main reasons I lost was because I really didn't know what was coming my way from my opponent, and so this time I need to be a little bit more confident in my plays, but also take a little bit more time and reflect on what I'm doing. So I kind of want to lead with the Pelipper here just to get the Rain set up immediately and maybe U-turn out. Thinking a Selgor might come out as a lead here from Joey's end. I could also go with the Kartana, which is kind of tempting. Although I did drop Substitute for Sacred Sword here, because I figured Miltank would be kind of annoying, so I could Swords Dance and then Sacred Sword in front of it. I should probably lock in, though. I'll go Pelipper, yeah. And obviously the rest don't really matter. Alright, so we're gonna get into this. Please show some support. Please give me any feedback as always as well. I definitely learned a lot from your guys' comments in the last video in the last week. And of course this is a learning process, so I'm really just trying to learn as quickly as possible and go from there. But Joey is probably one of the opponents I fear the most in this league, just because he's one of the people I know best, and I know he's just an absolute beast in singles. And if I had to pick, a favorite to win this, he would definitely be up there. So let's see what Joey leads with. I know a Selgor you use for spikes and toxic spikes, and it looks like it is the Selgor coming out. I'm just gonna double check its moveset. I'm gonna start doing that for all the Pokemon I go up against, because last time I played John, I really rushed my play way too much, and I got caught off guard by a lot of different things. So yeah, I'm gonna, one thing that I'm not used to is using a damage calc, which a lot of people were like, why hinder yourself, and you guys are totally right. There really is no reason to do so. So a Selgor doesn't get access to any electric type attacks. The only thing I worry about is a hidden power electric. So I could just switch out immediately and go into a sweeper like Kingdra or Swampert. He also could have Final Gambit, but I think typically you run what, spikes, toxic spikes. Yeah, I don't know. It's just would there be hidden power electric? That'd be so crazy. Would that even knock me out? I guess that's something I could calc for. I think it probably would. Yeah. HP electric is just so specific, but I feel like I'm just so worried about it. I think I'm gonna pull out the swap to Swampert. Actually, what's a better Rain Sweeper to go into? I kind of like Kingdra more. Yeah, I'm gonna go into Kingdra immediately. So I could have U-turned, but I'm just very worried for a very specific hidden power, which might be a little bit too specific. Oh, I feel a lot smarter now. Okay, cool. So I got Kingdra in a good position now. I avoided the HP electric, which is huge, because what I learned last week is that I really need to conserve Pelipper a little bit better. So I'm glad that that happened. I think I'm just going to launch a Surf here. Surf does pretty well overall against Joey's team. Actually, Ice Beam might be good too. It's the Whimsicott that I'm worried about, because I think Joey's 2 ways of shutting down Rain with this team are, we saw HP Electric, but also Sunny Day from Whimsicott. So I could go for an Ice Beam to try to catch the Whimsicott off guard. I mean, I expect Ice Beam probably 2 shots to Selgor anyway. The question is, do I think Joey's gonna switch here? I think I'll just go for a Surf. Yeah. Okay, he stays in. That's fine. So maybe going for a Spikes or a Toxic Spikes. Regardless, I'll be able to bring this down to its Focus Sash, and it is sashed. And let's see. It's just a Bug Buzz coming out. Okay. So getting some chip damage off. But Kingdra takes that. I am a little bit more defensive with Kingdra. Yeah, last time I just didn't EV very optimally with my Pokemon, so probably should have thought about a bit. Oh, wow. Wait, do we Speed tie? Am I missing something here? Oh, I'm burdened because I got rid of the item. That was bad. I can Shadow Sneak with Mimikyu though. Yeah, I should have remembered Unburdened. I mean, there wasn't too much I could have swapped Kingdra out there. But I didn't really have a great switch in, to be honest. But now I can just Shadow Sneak. So the question is whether he switches out or not. If I'm Joey, I would stay in. So I'm just gonna go for the sneak. Yeah, that was bad. But I don't know. There wasn't really anything I could have switched out to that was too great either. Joey actually does make the swap out, so I could have Swords Dance there potentially. And it looks like it is the Miltank coming out. So nice switch. I'm gonna double check on Miltank right now. Yeah, losing Kingdra is kind of frustrating because it is obviously pretty good in this matchup, but yeah, there wasn't much. I didn't really have any great switch-ins other than maybe the Swampert. So with Miltank in now, I mean, it gets access to just like annoying moves, Stealth Rock, Toxic, etc., Seismic Toss. How many turns of rain do I have left? I have 4, so I could just switch into Swampert. The other decision is it's between Swampert and Cortana. I kind of want to go Cortana, honestly. Yeah, I'm gonna go out to Cortana because I could Swords Dance and then maybe just Sacred Sword or force a switch out. And Iron Head comes out. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that does nothing. So now the question is whether I want to predict Excelgor to come back in and instead of Swords Dancing, just go for an attack. And I think I actually will just go for an attack here because I think Joey probably wants to swap Miltank out here right now. I think I'm going to Smart Strike here because it covers a Whimsicott switch in too, and I do have Smart Strike. I don't know, I mean, does Miltank stay in here? I would assume that it doesn't. And I just don't want to Swords Dance and let a Selgor come in, a switch in, because then I basically have to switch back out because he does have Bug Buzz and he's pretty offensive. Okay, he does switch out. Hopefully it's a Selgor coming back in. It is. Okay, nice. So I will get a knockout there with Smart Strike, and I will get a Beast Boost, which is nice as well. And I do have Swords Dance and Grassy MZ. So I knock out a Selgor, which is good, because that means my other 2 Swiswim users can still take advantage of it. Or take advantage of Swiswim, which is always good. So let's see what comes in now. It could be Gyarados. I could definitely see that. If you're Gyarados, you could... I'm worried about Dragon Dance Gyarados and Necrozma. Those are like the 2 main offensive threats, I think, to my team. That pose the biggest threats. I'm like, okay, decently content with how I've played this thus far. Miltank's coming back in, which is interesting. I mean, I could just Sacred Sword here, or I could Swords Dance. Is there really any point to Swords Dancing? What can Miltank do here? Like, could it have Hidden Power Fire? Could that even knock me out? Let's do that calc. I don't have any investment, but... I mean, if he had Hidden Power Fire, I assume he would have just stayed in earlier. Oh, Miltank's special attack is also literally base 40. Yeah, that would not knock me out, especially with the rain. I mean, I kind of want to just set up a Swords Dance here. I think I will. Oh, Fire Punch. Wait, is that Scarfed? The had to have been Scarfed, right? Okay, well, I survive anyway. So I can just go for the knockout here. I assume +3 Sacred Sword knocks out. Wow, Scarf. I did opt for Jolly instead of Timid. I know some players do run that Timid. That's really cool. But +3 Sacred Sword should get the knockout here. So I'm just gonna go for it. As long as I don't get burned, I'm good. Or crit. Let's see. Okay. Nice. Alright, Kartana's at +5 attack now. But I'm assuming Whimsicott's just gonna come in now. But, I mean, this is okay so far. The Miltank I definitely didn't expect with the Scarf. This Kartana's at +4 attack now, but because I'm not like max speed, right? Or I mean, I'm max speed, but all he needs is one thing to be faster, which I'm assuming this is. And yeah, there's Whimsicott. So I'm gonna assume this is Sunny Day caught. And I kind of want to conserve Kartana. Once again, I'm just gonna double check what Whimsicott does in singles. Just probably offensive. I'd ideally just like to set up the rain again. So do I swap out? I think it's probably worth swapping out just because of the fact that I still have my Z move, and neutral Grass Z will outspeed and do a lot of damage to Joey's main sweepers. So I'm going to switch back out into Pelipper. I'm just worried about him like getting a... I mean, I could sack Kartana. But the question is, do I want to sack Kartana? That doesn't seem like the best of ideas. And I think Mimikyu is also really important as a Pokemon in this matchup for me. Especially if I can get a Swords Dance off, because I'm max speed. So Swords Dance plus Play Rough or Shadow Claw should do a ton to all of Joey's sweepers, because it's super effective. It's just... Right now I have to make the decision, like, do I want to stay in with Kartana and sacrifice it? Or do I want to just swap out to Pelipper? I think I'm going to switch out to Pelipper. I'm just worried about, like, an HP Electric coming out. And, I mean, obviously it's tough giving up so many boosts, but there's no way Joey just lets me sweep with Kartana. And Whimsicott's faster anyway. It does have HP Electric. That's what I thought. Oh, it's not Electric. It's Fire. Oh, that's also really good news for me to confirm that. Wow. Okay, because now I know it can't have HP Electric, which means this Whimsicott shouldn't have too much for me. I mean, I probably want a U-turn here so I could just switch into Ludicolo. Hurricane is kind of tempting. I think he might Sunny Day here. But a Whimsicott shouldn't be able to do too much anyway. There is a Sunny Day, yeah. But that's fine, I think. So I'm going to Sunny Day and just go out into Ludicolo. I mean, I could have Hurricane there, but I didn't want to risk missing in the sun. And by U-turning, I can just go out into Ludicolo, to which I can just Ice Beam this. And if I knock out this Whimsicott, then I'll have Rain up for the remainder of the game. Unless he has a way to deal with Ludicolo effectively. But I think I'm just going to... I mean, I could Rain Dance here, but that makes no sense, right? I think I'll just Ice Beam, yeah. I don't think Whimsicott should be able to one-shot me. Oh, it goes for U-turn. Okay, that's kind of cool. So that's where I could have Rain Danced. I'm going to keep track of that moveset. I should be writing notes. So Whimsicott, Sunny Day, Hidden Power, Fire, U-turn. And there's Gyarados coming in. Okay. Ice Beam doesn't really do that much. He's gonna be able to set up a Dragon Dance now. But I could just go into Mimikyu. Oh, I forgot like Gyarados' Mold Breaker allows him to attack through Mimikyu. Which is bad. I think I'm just gonna switch back out into Pelipper, yeah. Because now I'll be able to at least get the Rain up. I could have Rain Dance there, but yeah, I'm okay with the play I made. And I did EV everything to outspeed Gyarados. I'm not going to outspeed him at +2 if he gets 2 Dragon Dance stuff, but at +1 I will be able to outspeed him. Yeah, so there's the first Dragon Dance. Not too surprising there. So now the question is, I mean, do you go for another Dragon Dance? I would think maybe. You probably do, to be honest. And he's smart to not Mega Evolve, because once he Mega Evolves, I hit him for super effective. I might just get swept by this Gyarados. Oh boy. Yeah, I forgot that Mimikyu... I mean, he would be forced to Mega Evolve then. I kind of wish I had Tailwind on this now. I could go for a Scald Burn, but do I really want to risk that this early on? I mean, if I got it, that would put me in an immense position. What else could I do? I could U-turn out. I think he just doesn't Mega Evolve and Dragon Dances again. And then he Mega Evolves and starts crunching and attacking through everything. So as a result, maybe I should just fish for a burn. I'm not going to be faster, which is the main issue. Yeah, I hate that I'm fishing for a burn though, but I mean, 30% isn't exactly that small, and if I get it, like, that would shut down his main way of winning. I think I'm going to go for it, yeah. I'm assuming he's gonna, yeah, Dragon Dance again and doesn't Mega Evolve, yeah. He got Gyarados in a really prime position. Okay, let's see. Do we burn? Oh! Okay. Yeah, I mean, I felt like I really had to go for that. And now that puts me in such a good spot. Yeah, so that basically neutralizes the Gyarados completely. I don't know. I don't like risking that, but I couldn't really think of something that was better to do, that was safe, because I figured once Gyarados got to +2, because that would outspeed my entire team, then Waterfall and Crunch would just blow through my entire team. Other than Swampert maybe being able to survive a +3 Waterfall, but I didn't think so, and I figured he literally would be able to sweep my entire team with Gyarados. And so I should have predicted Gyarados coming in from the Whimsicott. The U-turn kind of caught me off guard, so I got a little bit lucky with that, obviously, but obviously very happy about it. So I think I'll just Hurricane now, yeah. And he is going to Mega Evolve. Oh, he's not going to Mega Evolve, he's just Dragon Dancing again. What a beast. Okay. That's fine by me. Just because he's going to faint after 2 turns now. And I could sack something now. The question is, who do I want to sack? I was going to say, if I got Confusion there, it would just add some extra spiciness on top. But I'm just going to quickly do the calc right now. Gyarados against my Pelipper with that Crunch. Yeah. Gyarados was like the one thing I was worried about going into this matchup, and I figured I'd be okay, but I forgot about the Mold Breaker with my Mimikyu specifically, and once I realized that in-game, I was like, wait, oh man, like I should have prepped for a little bit harder. So that was kind of bad on my end. I have a ton of defense investment on Pelipper, so I don't think he would knock me out with Crunch at +1. And I still have plenty of time. Okay, cool. I'm just way too used to VGC timers. I always get super nervous. Yeah, I survived that decently. I mean, I could get crit, which could be scary. But I don't want to sack anything. Especially because saving Cortana would still be nice for Zygarde and for... I mean... Yeah, I think I'm just going to stay in. And I guess I could go for U-turn, actually, because then... he'd faint from burn as well. Yeah. Actually, do I want to U-turn? Maybe he's definitely gonna stay in an attack, obviously. U-turning would allow him to get the advantage on who to switch in. So no, I'm just gonna Hurricane. So he should Mega Evolve and Crunch here finally. Yeah. Maybe I should have swapped out. I mean, I assume Gyarados is just Waterfall Crunch, but now I realize you'll probably have a 4th attack that probably gets coverage against Pelipper. So what is it? Oh, what? Oh no. Oh no. Okay, this just got so real. Oh man, he's so Dragon Dance, Rest, Waterfall, Crunch? Is he Sleep Talk or no? Because now we're really rolling the dice. Oh boy. Oh man. Dang, that's really cool. I did not expect that. Okay, I'm gonna U-turn here. He's probably Sleep Talk, right? We haven't seen any offensive attacks yet, but we've seen Dragon Dance and Rest. Or is he not Sleep Talk? Yeah, he is. Oh, he gets the crunch. But I do survive. Okay, so the Bulk and Pelipper coming in handy there. That's really good because it means I'm not denied of my rain yet. Just now this is so scary because it comes down to which Sleep Talk he gets. I want to bring in Ludicolo here. Does Ludi knock out with Giga Drain? Life Orb Giga Drain? That is a question. I don't know. It's close. I could bring in Kartana instead. But the thing with Kartana is... So we saw Crunch. I assume he has Waterfall as well, right? Wait, we saw Dragon Dance. Oh no, he's only Crunch. Yeah. How much does Swampert do? Probably not enough. Do I want to just gamble and bring in Kartana instead? Yeah, because he only has Crunch. I think I'm going to bring in Kartana, yeah, because I want to conserve Ludi in the rain anyway. This is huge. Oh my gosh. That's such a cool set. If I knock out this Gyarados, like, I think Mimikyu can sweep him. But this literally comes down to, one, does he call it he wakes up and just Crunch, or does he Sleep Talk and get the Crunch? Otherwise, I'll knock him out. I'm pretty sure Leaf Blade should knock him out, but I'm just going to double check. Yeah. Oh man, please. This is so scary. This is crazy. So he doesn't have Waterfall. At least that's good because he can't take advantage of the rain, which actually I don't think my Pert survives anyway. My Pelipper is like almost max HP, max defense, specifically for Gyarados. Okay. Did he Sleep Talk? Please no Crunch. Please no Crunch. Anything but Crunch. Okay. And Leaf Blade should get a knockout here. Oh, okay. Nice. Oh, boy. So we get the knockout. I don't know. I'm feeling okay about my position right now. That's 3 Pokemon down. He's going to bring Whimsicott back in. Yeah, that Scald Burn definitely very fortunate, though, because I think without it, he didn't need to rest, and he could have just started sweeping through my team. But, yeah, I mean, with Sleep Talk, you're relying on landing of 1 of 3 attacks. So, Cot comes back in now. Alright. Okay. So we've knocked out Miltank. We've knocked out the Selgor. We've knocked out Gyarados. So there's Whimsicott with Sunny Day, Hidden Power, U-turn. There's the Necrozma. And there's Doggo form, Zygarde. So I think I should still conserve Kartana here, but how many turns of Rain are left? 2. Maybe I actually want the free switching into Mimikyu, I'm thinking. I mean, Sunny Day, Hidden Power, Fire, U-turn. What's the last one? I would think like Energy Ball specifically for Swampert. So what do you do here if you're Joey? Energy Ball, maybe? Maybe I should sack Kartana so then I get the free switch into Ludi. I kind of like that, to be honest. Right now I think Whimsicott's my main win condition in the late game. I want to conserve Kartana because of the Z move, but I'm in an awkward spot right now where I don't really want to switch in Swampert, Pelipper, or really even Ludi. Should I sack Kartana? That's the question. It's just the Z seems so good against both of those. But maybe Mimikyu should be able to close out anyway. So I think maybe I do sack Kartana here. And just Smart Strike in case he doesn't knock me out for some reason. But he just Hidden Powers, yeah. So I could have switched in Ludi there, but I was worried about like an Energy Ball or a Moonblast coming out. Because then Ludi's in a pretty tight spot, but now I can bring Ludi in. He shouldn't be able to knock me out. And I can just Ice Beam. Whimsicott might switch out right now. Or U-turn out. You would U-turn, obviously. But I think I'm still going to just Ice Beam. Yeah. Now, I do have Rain Dance on this Ludi as well, so even if... Okay, he just Sunny Days. That's perfectly fine with me. Because it was the last turn of Rain anyway. So, I actually don't think that was necessary. I don't think Life Orb Ice Beam... Oh, he's Yache Berry, too. That's cute. That's really cute. Yeah, so that definitely, obviously, helps out. Let's see. I could just Ice Beam again here. He might U-turn out now, but if he U-turns out, that's fine, because then I get to be potentially in a position where Mimikyu could come in. I don't think the Whimsicott can knock me out right now. I think I will just... I want to just Ice Beam again, I just don't want to switch... Like, if I switch into Pelipper, and he knocks me out, then he can just Sunny Day again. Yeah, I think I'm just going to Ice Beam. I really want to know what this last attack is. Oh, it's Tailwind! Okay. So, that makes sense. So, I'll knock out the Whimsicott, but now I'm up against Joey's biggest two sweepers under Tailwind. I will be able to reset the Rain, which is nice. But I don't have Protect. And I didn't really EV my Pokemon. Like, I don't think I outspeed him under Tailwind, really, with anything. Which is actually a really big concern. So, he might just be able to sweep me these next couple of turns. But there are only 3 turns of Tailwind. And I think I can potentially sweep the game with Mimikyu. So I think I'm going to swap out to Pelipper here just to reset the weather. Because I don't think this game will go longer than 8 turns at this point. And burn a turn of Tailwind. Then I'll bring in Swampert to really chip things off and then try to close the game off with Mimikyu. So let's see. Yeah, that Yache Berry, too, is such a cool tech. Oh, it's Calm Minding. Okay, well, Calm Mind is fine, because Mimikyu... unless... Okay, so... Mimikyu against Necrozma. I'm pretty sure if I set up Swords Dance... I don't think I'll actually knock him out at +2. But then I could just Shadow Sneak as well. Okay, so at this point, yeah, Pelipper has done his job. I mean, I guess I'll go for a Hurricane in the off chance he Calm Minds again and I get a Confusion. Okay. You should just double check on what Necrozma does. Right now, I'm like expecting to beat this with Mimikyu, but still does okay damage. And I get the Confusion, so RNG has definitely been on my side a little bit this game. Yeah, I'll go for the U-turn here, just because I don't want to switch out and lose one of my sweepers. He should knock my Pelipper out, but he is confused now, which also benefits me. And he hits himself in Confusion. Well, I've definitely gotten lucky this game. Okay. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I am in a pretty darn good spot. Tailwind should expire, too. I think I'll just go into Pert, yeah. Yeah, I like Pert. Because I can Ice Beam to knock out the Zygarde with Ludi. Tailwind peters out, perfect. I think I'm just going to Mega Evolve and Waterfall here. Are we going to do this? I don't want to get ahead of myself. We still got 2 Pokemon to knock out. But the Zygarde is not really much of a concern. I didn't want to bring Mimikyu because I think it's my best win condition in the late game. And so... Like, I think, like, Mimikyu's... Actually, maybe Swampert's better. First of all, let's see how much Waterfall does to this Necrozma. I don't know if that will knock out. But I could get Confusion or Flinch. Like, the RNG is in my core right now. I'm worried that it's, like... actually, Necrozma is a Pokemon with the Z move on Joey's team. I actually forget the GBA rules, whether you have to use the Z move or not. I don't get the knockout, so it's gonna go for an attack. And there's the Z move. Okay. Yeah, so Shattered Psyche coming out, but that's okay. Because now I can just bring out my Mimikyu back in. Or actually, I don't even need to bring Mimikyu, I can just go into Ludi, I think. Yeah. This game is crazy. So, obviously it would have been nice if I got the flinch or the confusion hit there, but I can't really complain. Luck's been already on my side a lot this game. I'm trying to think whether there's any merit to bringing Ludi or Mimikyu, like one over the other. I'd like Ludi more, I think, just because I can Ice Beam directly into Zygarde, whereas Mimikyu can misplay rough. Yeah, I'm gonna bring in Ludi. So there's the Z move. That's fine. I'll take that trade. Just gonna make sure I'm not missing anything crazy about Necrozma. Yeah. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I feel good, that's for sure. And there's still 4 turns of rain. I think I'm just gonna Scald here. Yeah. There's no way you should be faster. I just, like... Yeah, I just get the knockout, okay. And then I can just Ice Beam, right? Oh my gosh. That burn on Gyarados really did change everything, though. Like, I think, like Joey told me before going into this, like, the matchup was already pretty bad to begin with. And that's why I really like Rain. I think, like, people, I don't know. I was, like, rated worst draft going into it, but I think Rain has a pretty optimal matchup against a lot of the teams because mainly of the speed advantage that you're able to get from it. And I drafted, like, an almost all Rain team. I brought 4 Rain Pokemon here. I'm just gonna Ice Beam, yeah. With Mimikyu, even if he, like, Dragon Dances, Mimikyu should be able to close out this game. So... yeah, without that burn, like, he could potentially could have just swept me entirely with Crunch. It would have depended on how much it would have done to, like, my Swampert, whether I could have survived or not, but Ice Beam there just gets the knockout, and... wow, that's crazy, man. It's really funny, because, like, this is my first time playing Joey in singles, but I end up beating him, and the couple of times we played doubles, Joey's beaten me. Joey has a winning record against me, for sure, in doubles. So, really good game to him. Yeah, you know, the confusion, the burn, definitely very fortunate. But that's why I went with it for the times I did with Pelipper. Pelipper definitely the MVP there, being able to clutch me out so much. But yeah, you know, the reason why I opted to go for those plays was because in the position where I Scalded, I figured, okay, if I get a burn, like, I just am in such a big position because Gyarados is his main sweeper against me. If I don't, like... there's not anything else I could really do that turn anyway that would change the outcome much, so I might as well just go for it. And then the Hurricane too. Like, even if Necrozma wasn't confused, I think I was in a point where I could have swept the game since I still had Mimikyu, and that was my main answer against the Necrozma and the Zygarde. So I didn't even end up bringing out Mimikyu, but I think I was in a pretty decent spot because I did have that in the back. But yeah, that was absolutely crazy. Really good game to Joey there. And I think that could have gone very differently if I don't get that burn initially, because it doesn't force them to rest. And if he doesn't have to rest, then he can just start attacking directly with Gyarados and sweep me. So that burn really changed everything, but sometimes you have to go for it. And I should have prepared a little bit better for Mega Gyarados. I was thinking of Scarfing something. I do have 2 Electric-type Pokemon, but the issue is that if he just gets 2 Dragon Dances off, he outspeeds me with everything anyway. I think the only other thing, like, I'm thinking maybe I could have had Tailwind on my own Pelipper, because if I had Tailwind, then even if he sets up Tailwind, which I could have seen coming, because obviously there was a Whimsicott on the team, that I could have outsped him with my Rain Sweepers, like Ludi, Gyarados, Ludi, Swampert, and Kingdra. So I think that's the one thing I would have done differently. I had Defog just because I knew a Selgor gets Spikes and Toxic Spikes, and I knew Joey used that last week, but not ending up really being too relevant there. So I think, yeah, if I could have done one thing differently, I would have had Tailwind to prepare specifically for 2 things, you know, the Dragon Dance speed control on his end, and then the Whimsicott with Tailwind as well. So that kind of caught me off guard, but some RNG definitely helping me out a lot in this game. I'm pretty happy about how I play, honestly. I feel like, I executed the Conserve Rain a lot better this time, especially because the Selgor did end up having HP Electric, so that I was happy to see. And I think still a couple things I could have, like, I hate ever being in a position where I have to rely on some RNG, and so... Like, ideally, I would have been in a spot where even if I didn't get the burn, I still would have been in an okay position. I really do think if I don't get that burn, it gets a lot worse for me. And so I could have prepped a little bit harder specifically for Dragon Dance Gyarados, but the rest Sleep Talk set was really, really crazy. But yeah, I mean, I'm really happy just because last week I feel like it was a very winnable matchup, and I made some really key mistakes. And this time around, I feel like I played pretty well. Just was, yeah, just had to rely on a little bit luck, and I still could have prepared a little bit harder, so I definitely will look into prepping better in the future weeks. But really good game to Joey there. Sorry, obviously, for the burn and the confusion, but I'm sure he's gonna be a good sport about it. And yeah, that's a big win, just because. Yeah, I mean, Joey is, I think, one of the toughest players really to go up against, but the matchup is definitely in my favor. So, good game to Joey. It was an honor to play him, and I think, once again, this would have gone really differently if I didn't get lucky, but that's really the game that we play. So, good game to him. Check out the battle from his perspective. All linked in the description below should be. And thank you guys for watching. I've been a little bit sick the last couple of days. And I also completely changed my hairdo. I'm not the biggest fan, so I think I'm actually going to get it trimmed down a little bit more. But yeah, I'll be back with a lot more content coming up. But thank you guys for watching this video, for supporting me in the GBA. And the Melbourne Rotoms are 1-1 now, so really happy about that. Anyway, thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys next time. All right, peace.